We need more movies like Crawl. We need more. We need more creature features. They were a staple in the '80s and '90s, and they just like went away. And they can be really good. So let's talk about Crawl. Crawl is directed by Alexander Aja, who is most famously known for doing the Hills Have Eyes remake, which I'm a huge fan of. I personally love that movie. I watch it nonstop. I think it's brutal and intense. And Crawl is also pretty brutal and intense. I'm going to butcher her name, so I'm just going to put her name on the screen and her photo and say she's awesome. And it also stars Barry Pepper. This review is going to be rough because I normally jot down little notes here and there about movies while I'm watching them. Like I watch something, pause it, jot down a note, repeat. But this movie I didn't because I was like that drawn into it. And so this is all off the head. I probably should write stuff down. I probably will in the future. But this is all right off the dome. Crawl. Basic premise. So let's get into it. It takes place in Florida. And it's right before a hurricane hits. A daughter visits her father because her father's not answering her phone calls or texts. And basically she's worried. And she finds her father in the basement with a huge gash on his shoulder. And I'm assuming a broken leg. I don't know the specific body part, but it's like near his shin. An alligator is in the basement, and it's basically stalking them. And let's just say the hurricane gets worse, more alligators come, and I describe this movie as The Shallows meets Don't Breathe, but with alligators. Because that's what it is. It's a cat and mouse stealth survival movie against these gators. Mama said they so angry because they got all them teeth but no toothbrush. That was a terrible Waterboy line. But that's what I kept thinking of, Waterboy with Adam Sandler. But yeah, Crawl. Let's just... I personally found it very enjoyable. It's a type of movie you kind of have to shut your brain off, which is fine. A lot of people, are like logic hounds in films, but it's like, dude, it's a movie. Logic can be bent here and there from time to time. It's fine. I don't know much about alligators and their behavioral patterns, so I can't judge the realistic nature of it. But what it showed, I dug it. I like this film a lot. Like The Hills Have Eyes and Piranha 3D. And most of Aja's films, they're pretty... They have a pretty neck break pace. It's pretty much do nonstop, which is good for people because I know a lot of people don't like slower movies, and that's cool. Yeah, after the daughter gets to the house, it's pretty much nonstop. I did jump twice. It did make me jump because I wasn't expecting the spooks, so it did its job there. The lead actress is phenomenal. And it looks like she did a lot of the stunt work herself. Because, you can tell when they're trying to hide a stunt double. But in here, during, most of, the physical scenes, you fully saw her. And I'm like, she was pretty much game for all of it. Kudos to her. She was freaking prepared to hunt some gators. For this being a small budget film, the alligators look pretty good. In certain scenes, you could be like, alright, that's CGI, clear as day. But there's this one impeccable scene where the alligator looks so good, I legitimately thought it was a practical effect. And then I'm like, wait a second, a practical effect could never move that way. And it was CGI. It stunned me. Also, there are little bits of practical effects with the alligators in this movie, which surprised me. It was actually really cool watching it and then just going, oh, that was practical. Good job. And this film is intense. I actually like the lead, so I actually cared for her and her father. So I'm like, survive! Survive! And no spoilers. So maybe they died. Maybe they didn't. Watch the movie and find out. Support this movie. It's great. Go see it. quick little plug there. But yeah, I don't really have many complaints here. Like the ending's a little bit but I'm used to it through Aja's films because I'm a massive fan of his, and like all his films tend to kind of end the same way, which I'm not knocking him because he's extremely talented, but it's just a little thing that I noticed as a huge fan. But Crawl, if you can just shut your brain off, you're in for a hell of a good creature feature. Intense, scary, quick pace with two great performances. You got yourself a bargain right there. You can't go wrong. So check out Crawl and just have a good time, because that's what movies are for, having a good time. But like always, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching.